What's going on, everybody? UFC Fight Night. Taira and Park goes down tonight, and I'm getting you in these main event breakdown and co-main event breakdowns in last second. These are fucked. These are fucking hilarious. This fight is I think the first headlining fight between two Asians in the UFC. And it's going to be a good one, man. And let's break down the main event for you guys. And as you guys know, I am picking Tatsuro Taira to win this fight via submission. Guys, I do believe Hyun Park's a very good prospect. I think he's a great fighter in his own right. And I think he could do really well in the sport. I just think there's no way. Because there's a chance. If he can keep this on the feet early in the fight, I think he can maybe put away Taira, who doesn't have the best chin, who's been dropped by guys like Edgar Chairez. And outside of that, really, he hasn't been dropped that much. Royval dropped him with a knee in the clinch. As Taira was dipping his head, which he does do a lot. But we'll see. Maybe Taira's striking looks a bit improved. He's going to learn a lot from that last fight with Royval, where he went all five. He was very competitive. And he basically lost the fight on moments. He didn't really get the fuck beat out of him or anything. He lost the fight on moments. He had moments where he was just getting clipped constantly because he has no head movement. And he doesn't have really good striking. But he has really good footwork. And his footwork allows him to get his takedowns. And he sets up his takedowns with his striking really well. And I think he's going to come in looking a lot more improved, man, on the feet. I think he's going to come in kind of body kicking a lot with Hyun Park. I think he's going to be landing a lot of shots on the feet as well. I think he's going to get clipped. Nothing heavy. It's just maybe the commentators, oh, that was a nice shot from Park. I can see John Gooden, if he's on commentary, saying that shit. I think it's going to be a good left hand maybe from Park in the first. And yeah, man, you know what? Straight up, let's just right into the fucking play-by-play on how I think the fight's going to go. I think round one is going to be a tit-for-tat striking match on the feet, but Taira is going to be the one that edges it. And I think with about a minute left, he's going to take down Hyun Park. And I think Hyun Park's going to be like, oh, shit. And one thing Taira's really good at doing is he doesn't wrestle you where it's double legs, single legs, and fucking body lock trips. He does do body lock trips, but what he does, he's kind of like Chimaev, where he shoots low to build up high to the body, and he'll work his way from there. He'll either just take the back, sink a hook in to sink you to the floor like Charles. He's got very creative jiu-jitsu, and I think on the ground in this fight, he's actually going to be showing more urgency to do damage. And I think he's going to be landing a lot of elbows in this fight. I think he's going to elbow the shit out of Hyun Park at the end of the first, and I think he'll give him a small cut on the eyebrow. I think he'll land about 3-4 elbows as Hyun Park's posted onto his side trying to escape, but Taira's got rear body control, and it's just he's a deceptively strong guy. He looks frail and skinny, but he's fucking freakishly strong. Was able to ragdoll Royval at points. And when he does take Hyun Park's back in the second round, which I think is going to happen, I think round two, Taira's corner is going to be urgent with him. Going to be telling him, be disciplined. Don't be fucking stupid. And I think Taira's going to go in there, land a big shot early, and shoot right away. And I think he's going to shoot, get Hyun Park to the fence. Hyun Park might defend it. I think he actually will defend this takedown. Land a knee to the body, but I think Taira's going to reshoot. And I think he'll take Hyun Park down on the second shot. And I think he's going to not just take him down, I think Hyun Park's going to give up his back. And I think if he gives up his back, he's fucking, that whole round is gone. And I think he's going to give up his back, get kind of hit a couple of times on the ground. I think Taira's going to almost sink in a choke at some point, but Hyun Park's going to show pretty good defense. And then they're going to get to round three, where Tatsuro Taira is going to knee him to the body over and over in the clinch against the fence. I think he's going to take his back again. And I think he's actually going to find I'm going to say he finds a rear naked choke where Park is kind of resisting being flattened out. So he's getting pounded out. I think Park's going to lift his chin and Taira's going to sneak the choke. And I think Taira's going to find a round 3 rear naked choke submission over Hyun Sung Park. And don't get me wrong, Hyun Sung Park has ways to win this fight. He's got very good striking, very nice combination work. But I just don't rate his wins. Shannon Ross is a very, very shit win. Taira is just... Everyone he's dealt with, he's won the fights very uncontroversially. And he's looked good in most of them. The only fight I can recall where he didn't look the best in was Edgar Shirez, who I rate pretty highly and has only lost to Taira and Van, I think. So, no shame in having a close fight with him. And I think Shirez is going to do pretty good in whoever he fights next. But yeah, man, Tatsuro Taira, he's got too much control for Hyun Sung Park. I think he got that experience where as if he could have been coming into this fight 16-0 after beating Royval, and he would have fought like whoever hypothetically, and then they stepped out, Hyun Sung Park steps in. Maybe he has all that confidence, tries to strike with Hyun Sung, and his striking's more underdeveloped because he didn't work on it after getting fucked up by Royval. And maybe he gets knocked out. But I think a more refined, a more humbled version of Tatsuro Taira should pretty easily win this one via submission in the third. And I think he's going to win both rounds before it. I think Hyun Sung Park's going to have like a couple of punches that he lands. But I think outside of that, it's going to be sheer just dominance from Taira. I think Taira's going to have a very, very creative performance in this one. I think he's going to show very, very improved striking. I think he's going to have a really nice body kick in this one. And the one thing I think that's really going to lead Hyun Sung Park to the loss is I think the cardio is going to be the difference. Him after the Shannon Ross fight, I know he finished Shannon Ross pretty easily, but he was breathing heavy as shit after he finished Shannon Ross. Like, it was like, dude, that was like a round and a half of fighting. And he was breathing pretty heavy. So I think Taira's going to put a very, very high pace on him. Taira did get tired in the Royval fight, but Royval is another guy who forces an insane pace and is an insane grappler himself. I think Royval would probably knock out Hyun Sung Park or finish him with like a TKO submission type of, drops him into a submission type of thing, or rocks him and guillotines him type of thing. Which that could be a thing. I think Taira has deceptive power as well. I called him to knock out Carlos Hernandez. And that's both of these guys' similar opponent. They both fought Carlos Hernandez. Hyun Sung Park outstruck Hernandez, landed 2 clean combinations, took him down, ragdolled him, rear naked choked him in the first round. Taira waited on the feet, landed like jabs, low kicks, and then knocked him out cold with 1 punch. Knocked him down and then landed 3-4 more while Hernandez was already done. So Taira does have deceptive power. And, hey, I've always said this, bro. Asians got no chance. Either one of these two are going to get draw. I have a feeling, bro. I have a feeling Taira actually might drop Hyun Sung Park at some point in the fight. I think he's going to be landing a lot of those body kicks. I can see him throwing a body kick and stepping down with a cross. But yeah, man, that's really going to do it. I don't really want to stretch this video too much longer. I'm going to be going Tatsuro Taira to win this fight by submission of the third round, being more experienced, having the better striking, the better arsenal of tools, and having that Japanese main character plot armor. Japan fucked up Korea. Go look at the history. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hyun Sung Park, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. Tatsuro Taira as well. Don't sell my lays and finish this guy, please. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.